I wasn't doing this earlier. Don't know how I'm going to tell you this. There isn't any easy way. I don't think I could tell you this without bear with me for just a minute. There's not going to be any better time to tell you all this, because this is the way it's going to be every time I try to tell you. thought I already shed my tears last night. I think just trying to talk about it brings it out, you know. So this will be how it would be every time I would try to tell you even later. So I might as well get it over with now. Those of you that are familiar with I don't really mean to make a spectacle on this video. Those of you that are familiar and know who Wayne is, my brother. He's been some of you know this, some of you don't. He's had prostate cancer. About 3 days ago. Just before the Super Bowl, he ended up in the hospital with pneumonia. He was having trouble. He was having trouble breathing, and didn't know why at the time, but it was because he had pneumonia. And so his wife, my sister-in-law, called an ambulance and took him to the hospital, and then they found out that he had pneumonia. So they had been monitoring him. I thought he was on the mend. Because I'd heard that he'd in the hospital bed in the hospital, got to watch Super Bowl a little bit, and but he was still having some trouble. So they ended up having to put him on a ventilator and put a feeding tube down his throat. And the last thing I'd heard is that they I don't know if it was like an induced coma or what, but they I think it's what it is, so that he could rest and heal. That's what I had heard. And so I thought he was on the mend. And then my sister-in-law and her friend come over last night and told me that so let me kind of go back a little bit. He'd had prostate cancer before, and he beat it, okay? He got it again. It was more aggressive this time. So, it was in his bones. It's in his skull. And it had spread too much. And the doctor gave him 4 to 5 years to live. So I think I don't know if he told you guys some of this when he was talking about what was going on, but he's been on chemo, doing all the stuff you do when you have cancer, and he didn't have a very good time with it. It was pretty rough on him, the medications and everything, and his back, his spine has always been, he fell when he was younger and on a job and stuff, and he destroyed some of his vertebrae, and he's always had trouble with his back. So he's always had to take, pain medication to try to keep that subdued a little bit so he could have some kind of quality of life, So So, you know, the cancer was in his spine too, and he couldn't hardly stand up for very long. He had to sit down. Sometimes he had to lay down. So it made it hard for him to have any kind of quality of life on this bout of prostate cancer. And so the last time I saw him, he was laying in bed on his side. He was hurting, and he was having trouble. He was having a little trouble breathing, and Angel had told me that they're probably going to be calling the ambulance for him to take him to the hospital, see what's going on. So that's the last time I had spoke to him. I tried to text him a couple nights ago to see how he's doing. I would have called, but his wife was telling me that that the connection with the hospital room phone was not very good reception. He could hear you, but you couldn't hear him. So I just thought I'd try texting first. So he didn't say anything back. So I just listened to what his wife Angel was able to let me know about. So lost communication with her for a little bit, and didn't know what was up, and until last night when she come over with her friend to let us know that the pneumonia that he went in there with was really bad, and it wasn't getting any better, and he was really struggling. And so the doctors say that it's gotten bad enough that he wouldn't be able to be off the ventilator. So now he's on life support, and they say that now the only options would be to either keep him in an induced coma where he doesn't, there's no consciousness. I don't know. I didn't get any more information. I don't know if she did or not either, but I'm guessing there's no brain activity either. So he's already gone. So it's either him be transported to a nursing home to lay in bed for the rest of his life on life support, or go ahead and let him go now. So yeah, he he wouldn't want to be on life support. Angel said the same thing. So is it necessary to let you guys know this? No, it's not. And some people would say, I ain't gonna share this kind of news on a social media. Well, I'm different. And I feel that Wayne would want me to tell you. I've already shed my tears last night. Which is what I'm going to call is like my first segment of mourning, but there's going to be more. I had rehearsed this over and over again about how I was going to tell you without this happening, but it's like talking about it triggers it, you know, so I apologize for crying on camera. I know I'm an ugly crier, you know, but Wayne, he enjoyed this channel. He liked doing reviews with me. Oh, gosh. I probably shouldn't have come to work today, but my wife and I thought it'd probably be better for me to go ahead and go, and so to kind of keep my mind off of it. Yeah, that's working, isn't it? But I wanted to go ahead and do this. My brother, like I said, he loved this channel. He enjoyed doing reviews with me, and he loved my audience. Those of you that are familiar with him loved him. I know you guys did. I thought about just shutting the channel down for a couple days just to mourn him, you know, but I don't know. You're going to see a difference in me for probably a couple days or more. Not going to be my fun, silly self. But Wayne wouldn't want me to change. He would want me to keep on going with the channel, and he was a big fan and lover of beer, and we grew up together. People called us twins a lot because we looked similar to each other, and I heard that reference ever since I was little. So he's had a rough time. His brother-in-law, his wife's brother, and a niece is coming up from South Carolina to be with Angel, to support her through this and stuff. So So she'll have that support there too, and she knows that she has me and my wife's support. So, you know, Wayne started doing reviews with me in 2016. He started off the channel with me right off the bat. I mean, Jeremy too. And he wanted to do reviews with me as often as he possibly could, you know, but it wasn't always easy for him to break away with what he had going on and stuff. And he wanted to do more reviews with me, you know, more recent, but the prostate cancer had him so so much in pain that he couldn't set up long enough to do a review with me. So when I went over there to see him, you know, a month or two or something back to see, you know, if he was going to do, if he felt like doing reviews, and he never really did. So we didn't get to do a lot of those, but I'm glad that we had gotten to do some reviews in the past. I'll always have those on the channel. So I don't know if I could watch one right now, but okay. Well, I'm going to end it here, and y'all take a moment and remember him and watch the reviews of him, and just be patient. I'll find my groove again here, you know, soon. I wouldn't have been able to do this video without being emotional, so it's like I might as well just go on and do it, you know. I'm a very emotional person. I've always have been. So there's no getting around doing it easily. Okay, I'm going to end it here. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.